Barbara Davis. I'm the executive minister here at First Presbyterian Church. I'm delighted today to share with you 2 Kings in 3 minutes. This will be the book that our Bible study on Wednesday at 12:30 will cover. Please join us in Zoom or in person here in the church library. We'd love to have you. But for now, here's 2 Kings in 3 minutes. So 2 Kings is, of course, a continuation of the Deuteronomic history that we've been talking about over the last month or so in the Bible study. Last time we met, we looked at 1 Kings, which is the transition from David to Solomon. Here we have the transition to many of the kings in the northern and the southern kingdoms. So after Solomon, the kingdoms were divided into the north, Israel, the south, Judah, and 2 Kings really takes us through a whole bunch of kings during the time period really leading up to the exile. The exilic period being, of course, when the southern kingdom of Judah was conquered by the Babylonians and the leadership of Jerusalem was taken into exile in Babylon, and the temple in Jerusalem was destroyed. So the Deuteronomic historian who is writing this whole history is likely writing during that exilic time. So the events that we have here are much closer to their time period. So we see a little bit more familiarity with the politics and the things that are going on, as well as a very particular sort of theological viewpoint from the Deuteronomic historian in 2 Kings. So one of the things that we have in this book is that we have some very kind of key stories, if you will. The first is the rise of the prophet Elisha. You might remember in 1 Kings there's Elijah. Elijah is going to get taken up into the heavens early here in 2 Kings, and Elisha is going to replace him as a prophet. We also have mention of many of the prophets that we know from other of their larger books within the Old Testament, including Isaiah. We have several key historical events that happen in 2 Kings, including the fall of Israel, the destruction of Israel, the fall of Samaria in 722 by the Assyrians, and then also the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem and the conquering of the southern kingdom of Judah by the Babylonians. Final date on that is 586, but had been going on for about a decade. So 2 Kings really takes us up through from Ahab, which is where 1 Kings ends, up through and all of those stories. So that's what we'll be looking at this week in Bible study. Hope you can join us. And here's 2 Kings in 3 minutes.